Sagittarius, hello. Welcome to your July 2025 monthly reading. This is going to be a general reading. It's not going to resonate with all of you. You can always check your sun, moon, rising, or Venus signs, or you can book a private reading through the link below in the description box, which will take you to my website. I do now accept debit and credit payments instead of PayPal, because a lot of you have been asking. That is more legit for you guys. If you are more comfortable with PayPal, you can always send me a direct message either on Instagram or TikTok, and we can arrange and I will book you in manually, because I do know some of you are more comfortable with PayPal instead of debit or credit. However, the booking app that I use will only allow me to choose one or the other. I am unfortunately unable to accept both forms of payment. That is something that I am going to look into and work out here in the future. But for those of you who are more comfortable with PayPal, definitely send me a message. We can work something out. And I can book you in manually. Okay, so we're gonna do a general overview of the month for you guys. We'll pull some oracles and then we'll look into your love life. So let's see what's going on with my Sagittarius collective for the month of July. Please show me Sagittarius's overall energy. And we've got the Two of Spring here, Sagittarius. So this is the Two of Wands energy. So with the Two of Wands energy showing up for you guys here, this is telling me July is a month of planning for you guys, okay? You're definitely looking into your future, setting goals, making plans, sort of just exploring different opportunities for you, exploring different options. Again, making a plan for your future in some way. The card says a bright future manifested through hard work and creativity, partnering with others who share your dreams, great progress being made. So yes, the Two of Wands is you really taking those first steps in order to make your way towards a success, Sagittarius. And yes, this could be you also partnering up with other people, collaborating, brainstorming with others, just trying to get your ideas across. Again, doing research and making a plan. I feel like some of you guys are possibly even like using AI to help you create like a business plan or something along those lines, okay? Let's see what your biggest block is for my Sagittarius collective. Okay, so we have the High Priestess here. A lot of twos showing up for you guys. So you may be seeing a lot of twos in the month of July. With the High Priestess being in your blocked position here, Sagittarius, this is telling me that your intuition may be kind of blocked in this month, okay? Some of you guys are very much in your head making logical decisions, but you may not be listening to your intuition when it comes to making good decisions here, okay? Some of you guys, again, your intuition is blocked. I do feel like there's a little bit of like anxiety showing up for you guys in the month of July. The card says trusting your intuition, careful reflection before taking action, insights that come through meditation. So yes, you're setting your goals, you're planning for your future, Sagittarius, but you are being asked to get a little bit more in touch with your intuition while making these important decisions, okay? Because sometimes things will make sense on paper, things make sense logically, but then you have like an uneasy feeling about it and you don't know why. That is your intuition, Sagittarius. So you're really needing to like listen to that inner guidance at this time, okay? If something doesn't feel right, even if it seems right logically, definitely sit with that feeling, explore it, okay? Meditation can actually help with this as well. You just having that moment of stillness and really allowing the answers from within you to be revealed, okay? Because there is some sort of like veil over your eyes this month that you're not seeing things clearly. So really like allowing the answers to come to you to be revealed, especially the ones that feel like they don't make sense. Like if you feel like you have an inner knowing but you don't know why, don't push that feeling away. Don't ignore that feeling, because there's something there, Sagittarius, okay? What you need to release, we have the Six of Cups. So the past, Sagittarius. You got something from your past coming up here, okay? Don't let that past creep back in. 444 on the timestamp, by the way. Don't let your past energy creep in and create these fears for you, okay? It's really important that some of you learn how to distinguish between your your intuition, and then like fear, okay? Because sometimes we can get like anxiety and our intuition mixed up, okay? So yes, sometimes anxiety though is your intuition. Like when you get anxiety about something, that is sort of like a gut feeling, right? But for those of you who have struggled with, you know, traumatic experiences or traumatic childhood or just like bad experiences in the past, that can sometimes also be like just the anxiety coming up of you thinking that a situation is not going to work out just because something didn't work out in the past, okay? So really learning to like differentiate between these two feelings. And the way you'll know that is like the anxiety, like the anxiousness, like yes, that can be a gut feeling, but your intuition always speaks very silently, very quiet, right? Whereas the anxiety is very loud, okay? Like your intuition is always going to speak very quietly, and you'll be able to, again, really like tune into it. Whereas like the anxiety kind of like makes you ungrounded. Your intuition, you should be able to like ground your energy and be able to tune into your intuition, and then the answers are still there. Whereas like the anxiety is really going to get you like stuck in your head and make you feel like more ungrounded, okay? But yeah, you definitely have some sort of past energy that you need to release or let go of. So this could be a person, an environment, people, situations, an experience, memories coming up from your past that need to be released here, okay? The card says children or childhood, the return of people or romances from your past, remembering events differently in a better or worse light than how they really occurred. What do you need to focus on? It's okay, Sagittarius, sometimes to go back and forth. You know, healing and spiritual growth is not linear. You know, it's a spiral. And I can speak that from experience, okay? In my own healing journey, I am going through, you know, we ascend and then we descend a little bit sometimes. And so even on my personal journey right now, I'm going through a bit of a descension process. But you need to go backwards sometimes in order, like 2 steps backwards in order to take like 10 steps forward. So don't get discouraged. This is all part of the healing process, okay? So some of you are feeling like you're being kind of pulled back into the past and you're feeling a little discouraged. This is because you are ascending. This is part of the process, Sagittarius. Sometimes we need to go back and reflect on the things that we've already learned in order to strengthen those things again, okay? So maybe some of you guys, you know, have gotten really in touch with your intuition and now you're sort of out of touch with your intuition. So Spirit's kind of guiding you back through a process. But don't look at it as you going like down, you know, it's a spiral. Like, yes, you're going in circles, but you're spiraling up, essentially, in the end, okay? What you need to focus on, we have the Unity card. This is the Hierophant energy, okay? So the card says, do the right thing for the right reason. Compare traditional versus new approaches to see what works for you. A spiritually minded community. All right, Sagittarius. So really needing to surround yourself with the right people. You could have people from your past popping back into your life here as well. The past could be trying to sort of reel you back in. So really when we try to make positive changes in our lives, sometimes we kind of get sucked back into the past, okay? It's a totally normal thing that happens to everybody. But also with this card, it's, you know, testing out different approaches to things. Like if what you always did is not working anymore, sometimes we're needing to try a new approach, try something different, okay? Because that old way of doing things is no longer working for you. Okay. But then also, again, with the Unity card, it really feels like you're needing to really unify all these different aspects of yourself. Okay. I do feel like there's some inner child healing that needs to be done for you guys this month, especially as you step into this new version of yourself, these plans that you're making, these goals that you're setting for the future. You know, all these different aspects of yourself may not be fully aligned. So there could be a part of you that's stepping into the new version of you, but there's other aspects of you that need to catch up still. So have patience with yourself, okay? Again, you may be taking a couple steps back, Sagittarius, just to get all these different parts of you aligned here, okay? So for example, if you have been doing a lot of inner work, inner child work, or like work with your masculine energy, your feminine energy, your shadow. A lot of people think shadow work is the only work we have to do. We have many different aspects of ourselves spiritually, Sagittarius, and you know, maybe that shadow aspect is in line here, in alignment with your higher self, but maybe your inner child isn't quite there yet. Maybe your inner masculine or your inner feminine energy isn't quite where it needs to be yet. So I do feel like there's a strong energy around you guys needing to get these different aspects of your soul in alignment before you can really move forward. And that's why it feels like you're sort of going backwards this month, okay? Show me your future energy. Sagittarius's future energy for July. What is the most important or significant event that they need to be aware of? Okay, beautiful. We've got the King of Spring here. You're definitely leveling up, Sagittarius. Again, have patience with yourself. It takes time. The King of Wands is definitely a card of leveling up here, especially on a spiritual level. I do see a lot of spiritual ascending going on for you guys here. However, again, as I said, sometimes we need to go backwards a little bit. We need to descend in order to ascend. So don't be too hard on yourself. This is all part of the process, Sagittarius. The card says a financial windfall. Your leadership skills are needed now. An unexpected supporter of your cause. So yeah, you could definitely have a little bit of assistance or help with this, okay? Again, you are being asked to surround yourself with more spiritually like-minded people. So really just tapping into the new energies rather than falling back into the old patterns here, okay? You are being called into a energy of leadership this month. I see you being a lot more like bold in your decision making, very charismatic, very charming here, okay? But yeah, you're being called to take the lead here, to step up and be a leader, be the true leader in your own life, and possibly even be a leader like to other people here, Sagittarius, okay? I feel like you're going to be very motivated in this month, okay? You may even be quite inspiring to other people, okay? Also, as I was saying, some of you guys, you know, need to focus on these other aspects of yourself. I feel like your inner masculine energy or healing like a father wound is very significant to you guys in this next month. Okay, let's look at what your biggest challenge is. Ooh, it's raining outside. Ooh, biggest challenge, we have the Ace of Spring. So interesting. So the Two of Spring was your main energy, and your biggest challenge being the Ace of Spring is you really moving forward with this idea. So the Two of Spring comes after the Ace, right? So in your past energy, you probably had the Ace of Spring. So that was like a new idea or a new opportunity that you have now been setting goals for in order to take action on. But if you add the Ace of Spring and the Two of Spring together, it makes the Three of Spring. So the Three of Wands, which is really starting to move forward with the goals, really starting to take those steps, make that progress, okay? So I do feel like it is a bit of a challenging month for you guys in order to make the progress that you're searching for here. But don't give up, okay? Don't give up. I do feel like you have the motivation to keep moving forward. Again, I feel like Spirit's asking you to take a step back and just do a lot of reflecting on where you stand. And it's really in order to prepare you for what's ahead, okay? Because maybe you're not quite ready for what's coming for you, okay? But with the Ace and Two of Spring here, yeah, this is definitely saying that very soon you are going to be stepping into your power, and your goal here, King of Spring. Excuse me. You guys are moving. You are leveling up, okay? Don't worry about how long stuff takes, okay? Time Time is an illusion anyway, Sagittarius. It's not even real. You are shifting timelines, though. You're definitely shifting timelines. The card says it's time to take action. Be fearless and happily pursue your most treasured dreams. Amazing career opportunities. Let's look at what your biggest opportunity is. We have the Four of Swords. So yeah, you see, Spirit wants you to take a step back and rest. Before you embark on this journey, you're being guided to mentally prepare, to sort of just set everything aside for now, to rest, to continue planning. I think some of you guys are sort of in a rush to take action on these plans. But Spirit's saying, Sagittarius, you are not quite ready to do that yet, okay? The card says, set aside your concerns for now. You can make a decision later. Solutions that come from meditation, the need for more sleep, or a vacation. So take this time out. This is an opportunity for rest, Sagittarius. Rest and healing, okay? And also, there's been a few mentions in your reading here today about really needing to... practice more meditation, okay? Practice more meditation. Just being present, being still, allowing that presence and that stillness to be a part of your life, your daily routine, okay? That will really help you. Also, just relax a little bit, okay? I feel like you need to like just chill out, relax, before because you got Eight of Spring on the bottom of the deck. There's going to be a lot happening, so take this time, enjoy the rest that you have, okay? Let's see what else Spirit wants you to know. One second, guys. Okay, we have the Seven of Autumn here. So, yes, have patience. The card says have patience and don't worry. Take your time to rest and plan your next steps. A prudent investment of time or money. So, whatever you are working towards, I feel like you're going to be investing a lot of yourself in it. So, it's really crucial that you reset your energy right now, okay? Because if you go into this head first without this rest, much needed rest that you're being guided to have, Sagittarius, you may burn out very quickly, because it is saying with the Four of Winter here is the opportunity that you kind of are on a little bit of a verge of burnout. Maybe some of you guys haven't been sleeping well, okay? There is something that you're really going to invest yourself in fully, but you're needing to, again, take a couple steps back and just reevaluate your plan here, okay? And there's something that you're being prepared for. There's something really big that you guys are being prepared for, okay? But yeah, take time to plan. Don't rush into whatever this is, because there's no need to rush, my loves. There's no need to rush. You are moving towards this King of Wands energy, and you're definitely leveling up here, okay? So that's what we got. Let's get you some oracles. We got Taurus and Pisces energy showing up for you. All right, Sagittarius, oracles for Sagittarius. We have trust all will be well. Trust all will be well. Okay, we have talk less, feel more. So again, yeah, you are being guided to get more in tune with your intuitions, get more in tune with your feelings, with your emotions, because some of you guys are, again, out of tune with your intuition here. Your intuition is feeling a little bit blocked, okay? One more for Sagittarius, please. Thank you. And we have step up and lead. So again, there's something about you guys being called to step up and take the lead here. But finding that balance between leading and resting, okay? Because being a leader, people can be quite demanding of your energy, okay? And even sometimes when you feel that pressure to lead, there's this like demand of energy, right? And you need to kind of have the energy to do it. If you don't, you're going to burn out so fast, Sagittarius. And trust me, I'm kind of going through a bit of a burnout right now as well, because I put so much pressure on myself to always get everything done. So, you know, well, you know, it's funny. My midhaven is Sagittarius in the 10th house, right? So that's like your work. So I do kind of relate to this reading about needing to rest before making your next major steps. And sometimes it's hard when people rely on you, right? And you put this pressure on yourself. Let's get career and finance oracles for you. Career and finance oracles. Okay, we have relationships, business partners, office love affairs, and communication with coworkers are highlighted now. Make choices with extreme care. What else for Sagittarius? We have investment. Beautiful. Invest in your education and make some big plans for the future. Take calculated risks, but save something to fall back on. One more for Sagittarius. We have limitations. Obstacles are not what they seem. You can get around them with some careful thought or simply choose something better for yourself. A message from the universe for Sagittarius, please. A message from the universe for Sagittarius. Opportunities will soon knock at your door. Debt will be wiped clean and your bills will be paid in full. Your finances are about to change. Beautiful. And an angel number for you guys. Okay, we've got 1515, the big break, innovation, focus, creation, progress, forward movement, skills, and goals. An opportunity, help, extra cash, or other support is coming your way, so keep going and have fun when performing your tasks. The most tremendous success comes from passion. All efforts will be rewarded big time. Beautiful energy, my loves. Okay, let's look at your love life. Gosh, that rain is so nice. Makes me just want to curl up and take a nap with my kitty. Just gonna take a breather here, guys. All right, let's do your love reading. This is going to be your current overall energy. I mean, the current person that you're dealing with. Sometimes a past energy can show up in this portion of the reading, so please take it as it resonates. We'll do another spread for new person as well. So let's get into it. Show me Sagittarius's, the person on Sagittarius's mind, please. Okay, we have the 5 of Wands. So this is someone that you're currently in a bit of a conflict energy with, Sagittarius. Tell me more. What's their overall energy towards you? Yeah, there's an energy of conflict surrounding you and somebody here. So somebody's very interested in you. Sagittarius, it appears that somebody has kind of fallen for the idea of you, but they may have been like, yeah, there's a lot of passion here. Ace of Wands on the bottom of the deck. So this is kind of telling me that somebody sort of, you know, people kind of idealize a relationship when they're more or less like fall for the idea of a person, but then when that reality hits, they're like, okay, you know, they put this idea of you in their mind, but then when they realize that things are not all rainbows and butterflies, it's sort of like caused a bit of a difficult energy showing up here, because yeah, it feels like they almost put you up on a pedestal here, and now things are kind of falling, no, I wouldn't say like falling apart, but their idea of the connection is sort of falling apart here. Let's look at the overall energy of the connection. The 9 of Swords. Damn, there's a lot of pain here, a lot of disappointment between you two. I feel like this connection is causing a lot of anxiety. Again, somebody's kind of put you up on a pedestal here, and that illusion is being shattered or has been shattered. How do you see them? You see them as the Two of Wands, okay? So this person could be somebody who likes to make plans, Sagittarius. This is a planner, okay? You could be someone who's a little bit more spontaneous, okay? Well, whereas this person, they want to kind of be in control of everything. They kind of want to be like the one who plans things. It's like maybe they need to plan everything in advance, and you're more of a like, call them up on the same day and be like, hey, I heard this event's going on, let's go do it. This person's like very much into planning things. They want to know exactly what time to meet, how things are going to happen. You know, everything's sort of like arranged with this person. I feel like you two clash on that level. How do they see you? They see you as a mystery, Sagittarius. Again, I feel like they kind of had this idea of you in their mind, and they're sort of like, again, the illusion is sort of being shattered now. The illusion of what they thought this relationship would be like versus the reality of it. Something is not really lining up here. How do you feel? Oof, damn, your feelings are the Tower here. Yeah, oh wow. Okay, so what something was really fun, all fun and games at first, and again, this month, this relationship between you and this person, all the illusions that even you had about them, everything's kind of falling apart now. Everything is being sort of shattered at this time, okay? Now you guys are suddenly seeing the truth of each other, the truth of a situation. This could be like you're over the honeymoon phase, and now, like, again, that reality is really hitting in this situation. It feels like the connection is really out of balance this month. How do they feel? You feel like there's a lot of drama here. You could feel like this person makes a relationship really complicated, okay? They're feeling like you guys are kind of stuck at a stalemate here. Stuck at a bit of a standstill. Okay? They do like you, though, Sagittarius. We have the Two of Cups here. They do like you. I think they just feel like you're a lot. They can just feel like you're a lot at times. This person, I feel like they do get overwhelmed easily. Maybe that's why they need to like plan everything. But yeah, there's this energy of them getting overwhelmed really easily. And they do have strong feelings for you. So I feel like you guys are trying to work out some sort of conflict. Even though their illusion of you is being shattered, it's like, as they get to know the real you more, they're realizing they do like you. It's just now they're having to like adjust to what they thought versus what is, okay? What's their true intention? Their true intention is the Empress, okay? So what I'm getting here is like, again, they put you up on kind of a pedestal when they first met you, but this pedestal, this version of you was a total illusion. Now, as they get to know you a little bit better and that illusion's been shattered, they almost have to like rebuild this pedestal in a sense, if that makes sense. But they do see you, like they are realizing that you're someone who does have a lot of qualities that they like and appreciate. But again, it's just this like adjustment period this kind of going on between you. This person truly does adore you. They do feel like you're definitely somebody who knows their worth. It's just, again, there's like an adjustment period in this connection happening in the month of July. Let's see what their next action is. Temperance. So they would like to heal this. They would like to bring this connection back into balance. This is something they see worth the work, okay? With a bit of drama between you and this person this month, Sagittarius, but I see that both of you guys are really like each other and really want to work through the drama, or at least they do, you know? I do feel like there is an energy of making amends here, okay? I do see that you guys have a positive future. We've got the Sun card, Page of Cups. Things are gonna go back to lighthearted again. So again, feels like it was all fun and rainbows and butterflies, and then things got really complicated here for a while. But it looks like it's gonna ease out. It's gonna calm down eventually. And it's because this person really does want to put the work in and really try to work through this relationship with you, okay? So that's what I have. We have your energy here, Sagittarius. We have Taurus, Libra, Scorpio, strong Libra, and Cancer. So guys, I'm just thinking I'm going to like readjust how I do these readings for the next month. Just because it is like a lot of work for me to do all the weekly readings for each sign and then the monthly readings, and I just feel like I'm constantly rushing through everything, which makes me feel like I'm not actually taking the time to really get the messages across, because I'm always like on a strict time limit here, okay? So I may make the monthly readings a little bit shorter. I may actually just do the general and then a love reading, but rather than trying to rush through the two separate love readings, I'm going to take my time and sort of like make each one a little bit more in depth and a little bit more detailed, okay? So that's what I think. I think I gotta do this because I keep burning myself out trying to keep up with all of this, and then as well as the private readings. Like, it is a lot of work, you guys. It's a lot of energy, and if I want to be able to do this for the long term, I really need to like pace myself here, because I start getting like all worked up when I'm doing these readings, you know. It's and I've had to take a break from doing the live streams, and I really want to go back to doing the live streams, but it's just I think I've given myself way too much to go off of here. But yeah, anyway, that's just a side note. Let's do your new person reading. Okay, the new person on Sagittarius's mind. We have the Ace of Cups. So yeah, there's definitely somebody new that you got feelings for here. They could be a water sign. They don't have to be. But there's definitely like a new love interest here in the month of July. Ooh, 2 cups as well just flipped over here. You guys could be meeting a new person, or you perhaps just met a new person, and this love is starting to blossom in the month of July. What's their overall energy towards you? I feel like you two, you are like feeling like you're meeting your match here, Sagittarius. Damn, we got the King of Cups. Okay, both of you are very mature, emotionally intelligent people here. Okay, the overall energy between you is the 3 of Swords and the Ace of Swords. I feel like you two have been through similar difficult relationships in the past, okay? There could be an energy here of you guys, I don't want to say it's a trauma bond, but do be mindful of that, because the Ace of Swords and the 3 of Swords is saying that you guys are having a conversation about past relationships that hurt you, or by something that hurt you in your past. So there's almost like this energy of you guys bonding over things that hurt you or things that you've overcome. And then I see this Ace of Cups and this 2 of Cups, and it's like you're falling for each other based on the fact that you have so much in common about things that you've been through, things that you've overcome, okay? So there is a little bit of this like risk of this being a bit of a trauma bond here. It doesn't have to be that for you guys, but I do feel like both of you have done the work to really overcome these things. But you understand each other on a level of like the experiences that you've been through, the lessons that you've learned in love, okay? How do you see them, Sagittarius? You see them as the Nine of Swords. So they could still be healing from something, okay? They could still be healing. You could be picking up on this energy of them still healing. You know, sometimes when we're still healing, we tend to talk about the things that we're healing from. Not everybody, but some people still tend to be in that mindset of talking about it because, you know, they haven't fully left the past in the past yet. So there is this energy of like talking about it all the time, right? You know, so you see them as the Nine of Swords because they could still be healing for something. You also see them as the Page of Pentacles. So you're very interested in what this person has to say. How do they see you? We have the Nine of Pentacles. So they're seeing you as someone who's come a very long way, someone who's very independent, self-sufficient, okay? How do you feel, Sagittarius? The Seven of Cups. You're a little bit emotionally confused. I feel like some of you are not sure if this person is quite ready to enter a new relationship because once again, yes, they've overcome it, but they seem to talk about the past just a little bit too much, Sagittarius. Just a little bit too much for your liking. Like, yeah, it's okay. It came up in a conversation once, but I feel like this person tends to kind of bring up the past, okay, a lot more than you're really comfortable with, or like, you know, you feel like, why do they keep bringing up their ex? Why do they keep bringing up the past? You definitely have a strong connection here, but you feel a little emotionally overwhelmed by this connection. How do they feel? They feel the Magician. They feel like they manifested you, Sagittarius. This person, you're exactly what they're looking for. They have a very strong desire to make this relationship move forward, okay? They've been trying to manifest something new. However, just, you know, I feel like they feel like they're ready for something new, but I think you're having some doubts about that. We also have the Three of Wands here, okay? They definitely feel like you and them could have something really positive together. And again, in their mind, they feel ready to move on. But sometimes we don't realize we're not quite ready to move on yet. Sometimes we can't see ourselves from a perspective that other people can see us from, or we can't see that we weren't really ready to move on until we have moved on and we look in the past and we're like, okay, I thought I was ready then, but I wasn't quite ready. And I mean, some of you could probably relate to that. I could definitely relate to it. There was a time I thought I was ready and I went out, put myself out there, started dating, but it wasn't until I started, you know, interacting with other people that I'm like, you know, I'm still getting triggered by my past here. So I feel like they don't recognize it, but I feel like you actually might be able to recognize this a little bit more. What's their intention? To release the past. So yeah, this is where I'm like, they might not fully be ready because there's this part of them that's like, they feel like they need to have something new going on in order for them to fully release this past version of themselves, okay? What's their future action towards you? It doesn't mean you can't have a successful relationship. It's just this person hasn't fully released something yet, okay? Their next action is Judgment. Wow. So, you know, this person feels very strong pull towards you, very strong guidance towards you. I do feel like they are more focused on the future than they are on the past, but it's like subconsciously they're still very focused on the past. What's the future outcome for July for this connection, please? What is the outcome? We have Ace of Wands here, Sagittarius. So yeah, I do see a lot of passion here. Something's definitely starting. Okay, we do have the Seven of Swords on the bottom of the deck, so I do feel like this person does kind of have the potential still to sabotage things here. So just keep that in mind. I think you're already kind of aware of that, to be honest. But yeah, they still do kind of have a potential to sabotage it. Because like I said, they haven't fully released the past. They're depending on this relationship. They think they can release it when they have something to replace it. Okay, so that's what I got. We have Scorpio here. We got your energy again, Sagittarius. We have Gemini. And that's it. So let's do their sign and the hidden truth. So if you are dealing with this sign, let me just give these a good shuffle. if you are dealing with an Aries, the Aries is very inspired by you. Okay, ooh, they really like you. Damn, the Aries could be actually falling in love with you here. Someone feels like you are their wish fulfillment, like you are quite a very strong inspiration to them. The Taurus has feelings for you. You make this person feel grounded, okay? They really like you, and they feel a strong emotional connection with you. They feel safe with you. I feel like that's the thing, is they actually feel safe with you. The Gemini is spying on you. The Gemini wants to ask you about something that they heard or saw. There's a Cancer that misses you and is wanting to reach out. There's a Leo that wants to fight for this connection or defend the connection in some way. There's a Leo who's like defending you behind your back, like somebody else is talking bad on your name, and this Leo is defending you. There's a Virgo who is single and is trying to manifest you. There's a Libra who wants to reach out to you, but they are worried about rejection here. They're worried about missing an opportunity with you, but they're going back and forth of between do I reach out to Sagittarius? If I don't reach out, I'm going to miss the opportunity. If I do reach out, I might get rejected. The Scorpio is really in their head, okay? You make this person really happy, but there's like a lot of fog in their mind. Like they're experiencing a lot of mental fog. They also feel like their happiness is like very based on you. Like they base their happiness on you. The Sagittarius, there's a Sagittarius that wants to rush into a commitment with you. The Capricorn feels a very strong pull towards you and feels like the path ahead for you two is clear, and that you two are just gonna like fly off into the sunset. The Aquarius is avoiding the truth. The Pisces, there's a Pisces that's literally been planning, like they see you and they see a future with you, and they're in their mind, they're like planning a future with you, even in terms of like a long-term commitment, getting married, being together, etc., etc. They are definitely like see you in their future, okay? Let's do hidden truth. So if you are dealing with an Aries, what is Aries' hidden truth, please? The Aries misses being with you, will wait for a sign from you. The Taurus is so attracted to you and still feels the pain. The Gemini doesn't react when people mention you, but compares others to you. The Cancer can be themselves with you, and so many things remind them of you. The Leo loves you unconditionally, wishes things could be different. The Virgo won't let you down, feels inspired by you. The Libra knows they crossed the line with you and you didn't see their tears. The Scorpio watches your social media. You came closer than anyone. The Sagittarius is in a committed relationship and wants to make amends. The Capricorn doesn't know what you want, and their life is not as together as it seems. The Capricorn can't get enough of you, stays awake thinking about you. The Aquarius needs security, can't reach out. The Pisces sees life differently now and wants you back. So that is what I've got, my loves. I really hope you enjoyed the messages, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.